believers and newcomers alike, this is Sports Tour on Enterprise Television. I bid you welcome to the program that serves you a sweet dish of the hot topics in sports. I'm Joshiko Okoli. We are live, and here is what we'll be looking at today. Real Madrid outrage as Man City's Rodri, Barcelona's Bonmati win Ballon d'Or. Nigeria's Ademola Lookman ranked 14 in the men's Ballon d'Or rankings. In the Nigeria Premier Football League, Rivers United remain unbeaten. Heartland Lobi secure massive 3 points. In the Octagon, Ilya Toporias tops Max Holloway as unbeaten Kamzat Chimaev submits former UFC middleweight champion. And in motorsports, Carlos Sainz wins the Mexican F1 Grand Prix as Francesco Bagnaia closes the title gap with him and between he and Jorge Martin in rain-soaked Thailand MotoGP. Let's take a short break on Sports Tour. When we return, we will dive deep into all that we have to offer for the day. Welcome back to Sports Tour on Enterprise Television, and let us start up with the fact that Spanish midfielders Rodrigo and Aitana Bonmati have won the men's and women's Ballon d'Or awards as the world's best footballers in a star-studded ceremony in Paris, France that was snubbed by Real Madrid. The 28-year-old Rodri won the prestigious award for the first time after helping Manchester City win the Premier League and being a key player in Spain's European Championship triumph in July. He succeeded 8-time winner Lionel Messi of Argentina and beat Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. into second place, a result which greatly displeased the Spanish club and lots of fans of football. Real Madrid and their players stayed away from the ceremony and vented their feelings on social media. Neither Messi nor Cristiano Ronaldo, winners of the prestigious individual award a combined 13 times, were in the running for this year's prize for the first time since 2003. While Rodri is not a flamboyant player or a prolific goal scorer like Messi and Ronaldo, he had a huge influence on City's team with his ability to protect the defense and distribute passes cleanly from the back. City looked unbeatable at times with him in the side, while his excellent technical ability enabled him to slot smoothly into the quick passing style made so effective by Spain at Euro 2024. He is the first Man City player to win the award. On the women's side of the divide, 26-year-old Aitana Bonmati retained her award after helping Barcelona win the Spanish Premier League, the Spanish Cup, the Spanish Supercopa, and the Women's Champions League. Bonmati joined her Barca teammate Alexia Putellas in winning 2 titles since the women's trophy was first awarded in 2018. She beat her teammates Caroline Graham Hansen of Norway and Salma Paralluelo of Spain as Barcelona completed a 1-2-3 on the awards night in the women's game. Bonmati scored 19 goals for the second straight season for Barcelona, and this year she netted 5 goals in 5 games for Spain, taking her international tally to 26. And on a good night for Spanish teams and also for Barcelona players, teen prodigy Lamine Yamal, the youngest ever scorer at a European Championship, won the Copa Award for Best Under 21 player, and Barcelona won the Best Women's Club Team Award. And even though attacking midfielder Jude Bellingham was third and Dani Carvajal finished fourth in the voting, and coach Carlo Ancelotti won the Coach of the Year award, no single individual from Real Madrid attended the gala in central Paris. Ancelotti, Vinicius Jr., former Real Madrid star Karim Benzema, who won the Ballon d'Or in 2022, Toni Kroos, Eduardo Camavinga, Arda Güler also made posts about the Ballon d'Or, criticizing the fact that Vinicius wasn't awarded the #1 prize. And absent Real Madrid were also voted as the best men's team of the year, with former PSG forward and current Real Madrid star Kylian Mbappe and Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane sharing the Gerd Müller trophy for most club and country goals last season. Both scored 52 goals in all competitions. Mbappe joined Madrid during the offseason from Paris Saint-Germain, while Argentina's penalty-saving specialist Emiliano Martinez retained the Leviathan Award for the best goalkeeper in 2024. Carlo Ancelotti and Olympic winning coach Emma Hayes won the Johan Cruyff Award for the best men's and women's coach respectively, and Spain's forward Jenny Hermoso, who has fought sexism in Spanish football after she was kissed on the lips at last year's Women's World Cup final by former disgraced Federation President Luis Rubiales, collected the Socrates Award for humanitarian work. A special award was given by France Football to the wife and son of the late German great and three-time Ballon d'Or winner Franz Beckenbauer. Super Eagles and Atalanta forward Ademola Lookman has achieved a significant milestone, ranking as the 14th best player in the 2004 Ballon d'Or standings. This was announced Monday evening in Paris, France by the Ballon d'Or organizers, and the Nigerian international who plays in Serie A for Atalanta received his first nomination for the prestigious award. The 27-year-old forward delivered standout performances that placed him in the global spotlight following the impressive contributions for both club and country. Lookman has been recognized as one of the top talents this year. Lookman is also the overwhelming favorite for the 2024 CAF Player of the Year award that will be awarded in December in Marrakesh, Morocco, following his historic and remarkable Europa League exploits with Atalanta, including scoring a hat-trick in the Europa League final and his Ballon d'Or nomination and subsequent 14th placed finish in the Ballon d'Or rankings. The Atalanta star made history as the first player to score a hat-trick in the European club competition final during his club's triumph over Bayer Leverkusen 3-0 in the final last season. Lookman's nomination comes as no surprise after an exceptional year that saw him score 11 goals and provide 7 assists in 31 Serie A games for Atalanta, making him the only African player nominated for the 2024 Ballon d'Or. In the Nigeria Premier Football League, leaders Rivers United battled to a 1-1 draw against El Kanemi Warriors at the Adokia and Yamaka Stadium in Port Harcourt as Samaila Bello stunned the host when he gave El Kanemi Warriors the lead in the 30th minute. Finidi George's side equalized through Taufik Otani 3 minutes later, and in Owerri, Heartland recorded their second win of the season courtesy of a 1-0 victory over Remo Stars. Afolayan Peters netted the decisive goal 19 minutes from time for the boys in Owerri. Full results of match day 9 results in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Katsina United played a 1-1 draw against Niger Tornadoes. Bendel Insurance lost at home to Abia Warriors. Nasarawa United beats Kano Pillars by a goal to nil. Heartland, coached by, of course, none other than Emmanuel Amunike, defeated Remo Stars by a goal to nil. Enyimba of Aba defeated Ikorodu City 2-1. Plateau United 3, Sunshine Stars 0. Rivers United still on top, still undefeated. Just like El Kanemi Warriors, they played a 1-1 draw. Shooting Stars 2, Akwa United 1. Bad start for the 2021 MPFL champions Akwa United. Akwa United played a 1-1 draw with champions Enugu Rangers, and Daniel Amokachi's Lobby Stars defeated Ladamboso's Bayelsa United 2-1. On the MPFL table, Rivers United remain top of the log with 21 points from 9 matches, and Remo Stars are second on the MPFL table. They have 18 points from the same 9 matches. Enyimba of about 17 points, 4th Plateau United, 4th, Enyimba 3rd, I beg your pardon, Plateau United 4th, 14 points from 9 matches. They are 4th on the log. And in the relegation zone, Heartland have actually climbed out of the bottom 4. They are now 16th with 9 points anyway, but still out of the relegation zone. Lobby Stars occupy 17th position, 9 points as well. Bayelsa United 18th, 9 points. Ikorodu City FC of Lagos 8 points, and Akwa United bottom of the table on 6 points. UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria overcame early adversity to score a thunderous third-round knockout victory over Hawaii's Max Holloway to retain the UFC featherweight title at UFC 308 at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, UAE. The 27-year-old Topuria, who is also, Georgian Spanish, so it was a win for Spain as well, scored an early takedown but struggled to manage the distance through the first two frames of an intriguing and interesting title fight between mentor and mentee in the sport. And once he figured it all out, the writing was on the wall for his opponent, a man who he always looked up to while starting up as a mixed martial artist. And Holloway, former undisputed featherweight champion who defeated Jose Aldo to become the champ in June 2017 but lost the belt 2 years later in December 2019, used his dizzying array of strikes to keep his Georgian-born Spaniard opponent at bay, but Topuria's piston-like right hand was a threat throughout the fight. That right hand was what started Holloway's demise, but it was a follow-up shot left that sent Holloway crashing to the canvas, and then Topuria quickly followed him to the ground, raining down blows before referee Mark Goddard jumped in to stop the fight. And in the co-main event, undefeated Chechen Khamzat Chimaev put on another dominant grappling display before submitting former champ Robert Whittaker in the first round of their middleweight contest. Chimaev wasted no time taking the Australian down, using his limpet-like wrestling to control Whittaker before taking his back and latching onto it to a face crank that appeared to dislocate his opponent's jaw, forcing a very quick tap with 1 minute and 26 seconds left to go in the first round. Chimaev is now tipped to be the #1 contender to fight South Africa's Dricus du Plessis for the UFC middleweight world title in early 2025 in what will be a blockbuster matchup, except if the UFC puts du Plessis to face Sean Strickland in a title rematch. Let me give you the full results of UFC 308 fights that happened in Abu Dhabi. In the main event, Ilia Topuria defeated Max Holloway by knockout in the third round. In the co-main event, Khamzat Chimaev defeated Robert Whittaker via submission face crank in the first round. Magomed Ankalaev defeats Alexander Rakic via unanimous decision 29-28, 29-28, 29-28 to stake his claim to become the next challenger for the light heavyweight title held by Alex Pereira. Leron Murphy defeated Dan Ige by unanimous decision. Sarah Magomedov defeated Arman Petrosyan by knockout in the second round. On the undercard, Ibo Aslan defeats Rafael Shakira via TKO strikes in the first round, 51 seconds in the first round. A very quick one for that young man out there. Jovenil defeated Rafael Dos Anjos via TKO in the first round. Matheus Rebecki defeats Matic Oroblai via split decision. The match of the night, fight of the night, very close fight in Abu Dhabi. And of course, Abus Magomedov defeats Bruno Ferreira via submission arm triangle. Nigerian Kennedy Nzechukwu defeats Chris Barnett via TKO strikes, punches in the first round, and Farid Basharat defeats Victor Hugo via unanimous decision. And lastly, Ismail Narudiev defeats Bruno Silva, and Rinat Faridinov defeats Carlos Lyle via unanimous decision. In motorsport, let's go to where it's so fast and tell you that Carlos Sainz dominates for a win, with Lando Norris finishing second after Max Verstappen finished 6th after being hit with 2 10-second time penalties. McLaren driver Lando Norris ignited his Formula 1 World Title challenge with 4 races to go after taking 10 points out of Max Verstappen's lead by finishing second, with his twice penalized Red Bull rival and defending champion finishing 6th in a ferocious Mexico City GP dominated by Ferrari's victorious Carlos Sainz. And on a successive Sunday in F1's title battle between the two protagonists, there were lots of squabbles and rules infrastructures between both Verstappen and Lando Norris. But this time around, Verstappen was given a pair of 10-second penalties for quick-fire incidents with Lando Norris on a chaotic 10th lap of the 71-lap race in the heat of Mexico City. Norris branded his Red Bull rivals driving during that lap as utterly dangerous. Verstappen, who finished 6th, was found to have forced Norris off the track at turn 4 in the first clash, and then to have gained an unfair advantage by running wide 3 corners later in the second, with the combined 20-second sanction dropping the Red Bull driver out of 3rd place and down the pecking order as he served it in his pit stop. Monegasque driver Charles Leclerc finished 3rd, and with his team Ferrari mounting a late charge for the Constructors' Championship, they now usurp reigning champions Red Bull for 2nd place in the Constructors' standings and close down McLaren's lead on the Constructors' standings to just 29 points. Champions Red Bull's woes were compounded by another miserable day for hometown favourite Sergio Perez, as the home Mexican favourite, who received a 5-second penalty for a jump start from his 18th place on the grid and then sustaining car damage in a clash with New Zealand Liam Lawson, who drives for sister team RBV Carb and is in contention to take the struggling Mexican seat for 2025. Perez finished last of the classified runners in 17th after a late pit stop for fresh tires to go for the fastest lap bonus point and attempt, which proved in vain. From 4 wheels to 2 wheels, let's go to MotoGP and tell you that Francesco Bagnaia has won the Thai MotoGP to close the gap on championship leader Jorge Martin with 2 race weekends left of the season, and with the Spaniard second in tricky wet conditions, Martin's lead over defending champion Bagnaia of Italy was cut from 22 points to 17, ahead of another chapter in their title tussle at Sepang in Malaysia this coming weekend. MotoGP rookie Pedro Acosta was 3rd at Buriram International Circuit and after Malaysia, the season finale is at Valencia on November 15th to 17th. And earlier on, Japan's Ai Ogura was crowned Moto2 world champion as he came 2nd in a red flag race won by Spain's Aaron Canet. The 23-year-old Ogura will move up to MotoGP next season and will race for Honda. That's how much we can take on sports stuff for the day. Endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. Click the notification bell to get alerts on our new YouTube videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like, share, and engage with our content, and also visit our website www.enterprisetvnews.com, where we give you all the hot stories on the go, the live updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. Moreover, if you want to partner with us at Enterprise Television, you want to place your product on our platform, and for all sponsorship and advertising inquiries, kindly send a mail to enterprisetv7@gmail.com or send a DM to our aforementioned social media handles at Enterprise TV 7. And before we go, let's leave you with this quote from Georges St. Pierre, regarded as one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. GSP was known for his intelligence and wide range of skills. He said, and I quote, "The more knowledge you get, the more questions you ask. The smarter you get, the more you realize that everything can be possible." I'm Joshike Okoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until we meet again, it's goodbye and hasta luego.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.